Dan?
Check.
Dan, I'm going to control from up here. Is that cool?
Are you really?
No.
Oh, okay. I think we should do Jesus Christ Superstar.
Or Jailhouse Rock.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Harmontown is now in session. From the incredibly groovy Hazlet Theater in Pennsylvania, where apparently a production of Jailhouse Rock is going to go on after us. I'm Jeff Davis, Comptroller. Would you please put your hands together for the mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon?
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome to church. This place is gorgeous. This is a great theater. It's really, it's very, very weird here tonight. Like we were, if you know me, then you're here. If you know me and you live in Pittsburgh, you're here. If you know me, then you know that I'm very almost annoyingly obsessive about story structure and in relation even to my own like physical activity in the course of my life and the course of my evenings, and I often doing obnoxious things like pointing out that we've reached the goddess point in this conversation or something stupid, a little Campbell flashing. But this tour, I mean, we knew when we set out, like, okay, come on, this is going to be a story. Like every physical process you do, if you plant a potato and then dig it up and then eat it and poop it out, you're telling a story. And also, if you zoom in on the process of digging up the potato, there's a story there. And if you zoom in on the process of the first shovel dig, whatever individual shovel dig is called, is that a scooch?
A splorch.
Okay. You can buy in the lobby Jeff's new book of Sniglets. That's words that you didn't know existed. But so we've embarked on this tour. We're almost, if not exactly, depending on where you define where the thresholds are crossed, the beginnings of which shows you count, which ones you don't. We're right about smack in the middle. We're at the World Naval here. We are meeting with the goddess here tonight in Pittsburgh in this church. And I don't make the decision for these things to happen. I woke up this morning, like, I don't want to panic you. It's going to be a great show. I woke up this morning depleted, like for no, I don't even know. Like we've been having a great time, and it was just like, there's weird things that happen. Like you're when you sleep on a bus. I didn't even know this was a thing. Your inner ear, I think, gets accustomed to the velocity. Like what you used to call sitting still is now getting adapted into 70 miles an hour, and especially if you're sleeping during it. We have these little bunks on the bus, and I woke up in the hotel room this morning, and I could swear the entire hotel was driving down the street. It was like, and I get like these waves of vertigo because my inner ear is being ricocheted back and forth. Blah, blah, blah. All kinds of physical reasons why we're meeting with the goddess tonight. Like, I have been broken down as your hero. Somebody went, and that was the straw that broke me down as your hero. Is that guy going, I have been broken down physically. We are achieving weightlessness here tonight. The steps beyond this are going to be painful and weird and awesome. They're going to involve God overtaking us. I don't know if that happens here in this church, Jeff. I think they have.
Was it a church?
Wasn't it?
What was this place? A public theater. It was never a church.
No, fuck it. Never mind. All right. Let's just do some rapping. No. So everybody kept saying it's a church. I guess they're just commenting on the way it looks. It's not a church, yo. It's not a church, yo. It's not sanctified. It's not glorified. This ain't a pulpit, yo. This ain't a pulpit, yo. I'm not chicken fried. I'm not chicken fried. I don't have God behind me on an altar. I just want to talk, but now I'm starting to falter. I fucked your mama in the front and in the back. I fucked your mama till she had a heart attack. So you can sense I've been broken down.
It's amazing that people clap for that.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
It's
Well,
magical.
okay, so that brings me to the bigger topic here. It's like, okay, we're halfway through this journey. So we've been performing in all these different cities. We're meeting all these Harmonians. There's all this stuff. If you listen to the show before we left, Patton Oswalt came out. He warned us, like this Ian McKellen figure, going like, you have no idea what lies beyond, and one does not simply walk into Phoenix. He was coming from a comic standpoint and also like almost a pre-podcast standpoint, kind of like what we have is the same people from city to city. I meet you guys after the shows. I sign stuff. I shake your hands. I interact with you. I cosmically intermingle, and you're all not in a bad way. You're all the same. Like we have achieved. We have data back. The results are in. We know what a Harmonian is. A Harmonian is a loving nerd. We have a definition now, and that was one of the many things so we've met with a goddess in that sense. I know who you guys are. I know that if you're being completely silent, I'm not necessarily failing. Yeah, you are. Fuck you. I know that you'll give me time to get around to my point. I know that I don't have to pull out a rubber chicken. I don't know that I know who you guys are, and I know where we stand with each other.
But yeah, we don't know who these particular, like every audience.
Yes, I do, Jeff. This is a steel driving town. That's the only difference.
That's just
Steelers, baby.
Go Steelers.
Should we do a sports corner?
Dan Harmon Sports Corner. This is Dan Harmon Sports Corner. He knows all about sports. He's got a Pittsburgh Steeler toque on his hat. He's about to tell you about the Steelers' chances in the big game tomorrow. Dan, what do you think about the Steelers this season?
Jeff, if I've said it again, I'll say it 1,000 times. Yardage, yardage, yardage.
All right.
You've got Quintro on the tight end, and he's doing great, but he needs to be paired with Hodgkins.
What do you think that we talk about tight ends versus this. Like, what do you think the role of the tight end really is in an offense?
Well, he's got. I mean, first and foremost, people don't agree with this. I won't win me any popularity contest. He's got to back up the linebacker. He's got to be there for him, and he's got to keep icing his knee. And he's got to be there to receive. If the receiver fails, then the tight end has to back up the linebacker. When the quarterback throws those missiles, as I call them, especially with the Steelers, you got Hodgkins on quarterbacker. Like you got either you're icing your knee or you're catching that ball.
What's your opinion about the Steelers' secondary?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of trumped up stuff. I think it's ruined the game for the fans.
You think there should be no secondary?
I don't think that. Yeah, I think it's a myth. I think. Look, I mean, we're familiar with the first quarter in football. We love the third quarter, but. There's 4 quarters to a game. Why do you need to say secondary? It's stupid. It's a foregone conclusion. So break it into 2 halves.
Okay, so who do you like between the Falcons and the 49ers? Schmitty, okay.
Stompley.
Now, the game was played today, so what do you take away from the Falcons?
Again,
and
I
the 49ers?
hate to sound like a broken record. Yardage,
Yeah.
It's like you gotta keep that ball moving down the field.
Who did you favor going into tonight's game?
Tonight, at the top of the game, I would have told you Scrimfrop.
I mean the team. Falcons or Niners.
I thought under Scrimfrop's leadership, as a coach, that they would have gone against the 49ers and taken away the golden pig.
You had the Falcons favored going in.
The Falcons? What?
Yeah, Falcons and Niners.
Definitely Niners.
You had them favored going into the game.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the outcome?
Well, I think the Steelers did poorly.
Yeah, they certainly did. They proved that games ago.
Yeah. Anyways, Jeff, it's just people put too much emphasis.
Dan Harmon, Game
Sports
Corner.
Sports Corner.
He loves sports.
Yeah. I love sports. I love the Steelers. I love sports because it's physical, and I'm very, very physical as a person. You can tell from the sound of my voice.
Did you play a sport in school ever?
All of them. I couldn't take my hands off of them. It's like people are like, Dan, you can only play one. Please, sir, please let me play more sports. This is my kind of people. I just wanna judge myself by how far a fucking ball I can hit with a stick or a club or my own hand. Yes, I want to wrestle around in the dirt, and I want to feel bad if someone physically pins me down. down. In addition to the actual pain of being physically pinned down, I want to actually feel emotional pain. I want to feel like I let my father down by not being able to lift a brick.
What sport is that?
Pig skin. It doesn't matter. I was on a little league, like, or what do you call it? They called it the Mighty Mites. It was a YMCA basketball league.
A pee-wee baseball.
Yeah,
league?
they called the Mighty Mites, and I was on this basketball team. I had no idea how to play basketball. I would just walk around the court. It's just like no one ever threw me the ball. It was almost like a Globetrotters routine, like the way that they would beat the other team with only 4 players on the court. And I would just walk around like a rodeo clown. And every once in a while, I'd accidentally catch the ball, and then I would go, here we go, and I'd do something with it, tweet, immediately, and I would just cry, and like on the way home, like, Dad, why did you make me do this? He's like, well, don't do it then. I didn't ask you to do it. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Mighty Mite basketball.
You ever play baseball?
I mean, I had to in gym. I remember one time I hit the ball, I actually hit it and it went out into the thing, and I rounded first, and I rounded second, and I was like, holy shit, how far did I hit this ball? I rounded third, I came all the way back to home plate, I got a home run. But the Tim Kunkel, the catcher, was in tears. I had thrown the bat with my, because I was so excited that I hit the ball, I had whipped the bat over my shoulder into his face or sternum or something. He was in tears. They banned me from baseball. Everyone was booing me. I just did this victory lap after clubbing a kid.
So the guy caught the ball, but he didn't throw it because he was just like holy fuck, like. Someone
the game ended. I ended baseball that day. It was over. It doesn't. There's no more baseball. Yeah, there's been a beating on the playground.
Was he wearing gear? Did he have a helmet on and a chest pad or anything like that?
No, he's a little grade schooler. He's just sitting there behind the plate. He wasn't bugging nobody.
So you just maimed a fucker and ran around like a champ.
Yeah, and he was crying, and then he started hitting me with his glove, and no one stopped him. Because that was his right. It's like you go to prison and you're a pedophile, the guards just let you get raped and murdered. It's like I had hit the kid with the bat, and he was a baseball player, and I wasn't, so they just beat me. I don't like sports. I enjoy watching them. I like watching baseball. As I kept explaining to these people, I enjoy watching you do this. I'm fascinated. I think it's interesting. There's no internet yet. I will watch you do this. Can I just watch? Isn't there? In the world of sports, isn't the role of spectator like the most important?
Yeah.
Like if a tree falls in the forest and no one gives a shit.
What's it called? PNC Park. What's it called? Yeah, like that. Most of it is seats.
Yeah, most of it is seats.
Very little of it is green.
It's mostly people watching. Like train us to get good at it. Isn't that the whole point? To have the government indoctrinate you into patriotism using little secret flags instead of your own countries? Practice loving something other than your individuality and the people that you know are human. Tweet! He did something good with his body, and it's good because the flag won. Oh, it's a flag. Love the flag. Flag, 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 flag. Eat a hot dog. You're a fucking zombie. Your children are zombies. You've been Borged without even knowing it. Just by enjoying the beautiful ballet of talented people jumping around, you have been inadvertently hypnotized by the Pentagon. I'm coming down a little too hard on them. I want to. Speaking of things that I'm bad at, I want to do an experiment tonight.
Rapping?
No. Is there anybody, and this is just the first, I'll explain in total what it is I want to do, and when people come up at Harmontown, we're not setting you up to fail, we don't bully you, but someone who has like a decent kind of street joke, there was a guy and he went into a bar and then duck had AIDS, that whole thing.
A joke.
Yeah, like a joke that you've heard that you like, that you feel pretty facile telling. I want someone to come up, tell the joke, and that's chapter 1. And then we're going to give it some time. I want to give it, because I want to create like a buffer there.
Right.
I'll listen to the joke I want to, and then later at some point in the show, I'm going to try to tell the joke as hard as I can.
Which historically you're terrible at.
I'm the worst joke teller
It's amazing,
in the world.
like, not just you, but Dino Stamatopoulos, Jay Johnson, like funny people, funny writers that I know cannot tell a joke. They can't tell a joke. Right?
I get caught up in the details, and
I think when you tell a joke, it's you feel like that the audience has been left behind, or that there's flaws in the joke structure, and that need to be to be spackled, and so you end up just completely destroying what could really be a 4-line joke, and you make it a giant monologue of sadness.
Yeah. But it's not going to happen tonight. I'm going to try, because the fun of it is I'm going to try as hard as I can to not do that. But so the first step is first we have to do it earlier in the show, because then later I'll try to retell the joke.
Does anybody feel like
anybody
they
want to
tell
volunteer
proper,
to be the
and
control group?
Do you want like a story joke, like not like a 3-liner, not like a guy goes in the bar, guy says this, the guy says blah?
Yeah.
You want
I mean,
like
kind of a story.
Like
Like 3 things happen, and then
yes.
you come on up, sir. Yeah.
What's your name, sir? Justin.
Justin's
Justin.
coming to the stage. Let's support him. I love him.
Justin, everybody. All right, Justin. I'm Jeff. Nice to meet you, man. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Binghamton, New York, but now I live in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You enjoy it here?
I love it. I moved here with my wife, and she's from here, so from the north side.
What do you do?
Actually, I own an improv comedy theater in Pittsburgh.
All right, so this should be a pretty easy.
Yeah, we have a ringer.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
I
exactly
felt
what I
like
want.
when you started describing what you wanted to do, I was like, I know exactly which one I want to tell, which is...
Now, do you know a lot of jokes?
I know a lot, but this is my grandmother's favorite one I've ever done.
Okay, good. Grandma's favorite. Fantastic.
Yeah. It's because, I think it's in part because I have to do it with an bad Irish accent. So.
I love it.
Okay.
So
I'm opening my buffers, and I'm going to receive this, and I will tell this joke later.
Okay.
And I will be carried out on your shoulders.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
So far, so good, Justin. So far.
I blinked for a second. I all of a sudden realized all these people are looking at me. Okay. So there's a guy in a pub, right? And it's closing time.
Dan, don't make a drink. He's telling a joke.
I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
So
Take a drink.
there's a guy in a pub, right? And it's the closing time, and the bartender comes over and what do they call? They don't call it bartender. What do they call it? I can't remember.
The publican?
Right. So the Republican comes over and
No,
says...
not a Republican, a publican. The guy who runs a pub.
It's a public house, but there's a name. I can't remember.
A bartender?
There's another name for it. It's like what is it
A
called?
public house?
The what?
A waiter.
There's another name. I can't remember. It's like the landlord, I guess they say. That's what they say.
Is your grandma here?
No. She's no longer with us.
Do you want to drink, Justin? Do you want a vodka on the rocks? Put it this way.
Okay.
Jeff was an asshole about me doing it. But...
No, I wanted you to listen.
Very nice.
I'm listening.
Wow.
You
I'm
instantly
listening, and by the way, so far this is not going as planned. But, that's fine. That's fine. That is also fine. What I have done is I've brought another Dan Harmon up on stage.
Pretty much.
But that's fine. This could be.
You talk about it all the time. Actually, in college, my nickname was Tangent Boy. So.
Okay, so take us.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, let's start from the beginning. So there's a guy in a pub, right? And it's closing time, and the bartender comes over and says, "I'm sorry, you got to go. And the guy says, "All right, I'll go." And he gets off the bar stool and he falls flat on his face, right? And the bartender says, "Oh, can I help you? No, I'll be fine. If I just get outside, I'll be fine." So he crawls outside, and he gets up, and he falls flat on his face, right? And everybody says, "Oh, can we help you? I'll be fine. If I just get to me flat, I'll be fine." So he crawls to his flat. It's only a couple of doors down, Crawls to his flat, stands up, falls flat on his face, right? When he opens the door, he falls flat on his face. And he says, "If I just get to me bed," he said to himself, "if I just get to me bed, I'll be fine." So he crawls over to the bed. He stands up, falls flat on his face, falls right to sleep. Next morning, his wife wakes him up. "Come on, fucker, wake up. And she says, "Well, I see you went to the pub last night." He says, "Well, I had a few drinks, but how did you know I went to the pub last night?" "You left your wheelchair there again."
All right. Okay, good. Justin, that's the control group for that.
That's the control. Very nice.
Thank you, Justin.
Love it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, although now I hate you because you said it, but I wanted to be gracious and say, do you want to plug your improv
I would
joke?
like to. It's Steel City Improv Theater, steelcityimprov.com. And actually, this month we just moved to Shadyside, so we have an awesome bigger theater. So come on by and check it out. We have classes, fun stuff. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Justin.
Justin, good luck on that, man.
All right, so just hit me later, like 10 minutes later.
Okay.
Tell that joke.
Let's
I
move
think
on.
I can nail that one. I think I'll my new goal is. Okay,
I'm almost certain that you will not nail that joke.
No, I will. I know. Like,
What you're gonna do? Because there are details, there's beats to that, and you're going to. First of all, timing will go out the window. Timing will be the first casualty, and then you're going to add. I'll withhold my predictions. I'm going to say a couple other beats are added into it that are extraneous.
It is Witch's Tit cold here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh invented the witch's tit. This is from the official Wikipedia entry. It's not as cold. Milwaukee and Minneapolis people, they argue with each other. I've noticed I'm from Milwaukee. Every time you meet someone from Minneapolis, they start fighting. It's colder in Milwaukee. It's colder in Minneapolis. Because they're the two coldest cities, like including wind chill. But Pittsburgh's, here's my point. Like, we're rounding this bend where we're getting closer and closer to the cold of my childhood. There's different textures, different kinds of cold. As I was explaining to my largely equatorial girlfriend, Navy kid Erin McGathy, who went to high school in San Diego, and she was playing with snow. Like when we got to wherever it was, there was the first snow on the ground. She was like, "Do you want to touch it?" And like, we go way back.
She actually, we were on the bus, like, Jeff, have you ever seen snow before? I'm like, no, never saw it.
She was amazed by it. She made a little tiny snowman, or Spencer did. Anyways, as I was explaining to her, like, there's cold, and then there's a cold where you shiver because it's like cold on your body, and it's cold, your skin's cold. Oh, little things are happening to my body because my skin's so cold. And then there's the cold of my soul is cold. My feelings are cold. I remember moving from Milwaukee to Los Angeles the day before that happened, where I made my final decision. I was chiseling my car out of ice, and I reached over to open the door, and the metal hinge snapped off in my hand, because not only did God not intend humans to live in that climate, but Newton didn't design metal to...
that was Carnegie.
I remember just laughing at the sky and going, "I'm going to LA." Anyways, it's bringing back. This is another reason why it's meeting with the goddess tonight, is because it's reminding me of my childhood. I'm bundled up and I can't get warm enough. I don't know if I have a fever or chills or something's happening to me.
Did you take the medicine I gave you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening to me. Pointed at his nose. I want to do an experiment. I want to tell you a story before.
Is it about a guy that goes into a bar?
No, I want to tell you something because I came out, I had like tears in my eyes, like right before I came out, because I was thinking about sharing a thing with you guys that happened to us in, where the hell were we last? Jesus. Arlington, thank you. The ghost of the phantom of the non-church called out from the rafters. We're gonna do Jesus Christ Superstar later. There's these cool platforms.
Really, we could do a scene from Rent. Has anybody ever been in Rent, or possibly West Side Story? We could do all kinds of shit here.
I'm gonna see if I can cry on stage, Jeff. I'm gonna see if I can cry on the podcast.
Like drop a tear?
Because I haven't shared this yet because I keep telling people about it and then I start crying.
Well, you don't mean as a party trick to actually make a tear, produce a tear for us. You're saying, can you actually break down emotionally and start crying?
Well, both. I mean, it's a party trick, isn't it? Isn't that what emotions are?
Are you saying you want to prove to an audience that you're capable, that you have that range, that you could do that, or that you want to prove that you're capable of revealing yourself that much?
I want to see if it's possible. Both. I want to see if I can, if it happens. Because I've told
Because our friend Chip Eston can make a tear come out of his eye in 10 seconds, and it's fucking.
No, I'll never be able to do that. I can't fake, but I just want to see if the lights and the microphone and the idea that I'm doing a performance and a podcast actually get in the way of what keeps happening every time I tell the story to an individual.
What's the time limit on this? Or is there no time limit?
Time limit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so no time limit.
You're such a crass, coarse man.
No, I'm saying I want to make it interesting.
It's like a Vulcan.
I got $20 says you can't cry in front of this person.
All right. Well, so this guy. Yeah, but that's making it into a game, and when you hear the story, you're gonna go, "Oh, I'm an asshole for." I just wanted to.
I take it back.
All right. So we were in Arlington, and we went to this bar, and we were sitting there drinking, and there was this guy sitting across the bar that kept looking at us. He was wearing a suit, and Aaron said, "I think I recognize that guy from Twitter or something like that." So we were theorizing, is he a fan? He keeps glancing over here. At one point, Aaron got up to go to the bathroom, and he came over, and he said, he handed me 3 napkins with a letter written on them, and said, "Mr. Harmon, I can't make the show tonight because it's sold out faster than I could get a ticket, and I wrote this letter for you, thanking you. I was hoping that if I drove out here, I would be able to catch you like at some bar." He had a good chance. And I just wanted to give this to you and thank you on the off chance that it was possible. I can't get into the show. I'm not asking for a ticket. I just wanted to talk to you and thank you. 3 years ago, my fiance, my girlfriend, was killed by a drunk driver, and I was devastated by it. And then I saw a community, and it made me really happy, and I just wanted to thank you for it. So that's it. And I said, "Buddy, read the marquee. It says sold out." No, look at my face, Jeff. Look, I'm crying. See? No, I got he got into the show. That's not the part that makes you cry. The part that makes you cry is someone died. I cried.
Yeah,
that's it. We don't have to applaud it. That would be weird. All right, next thing.
Can you get a full erection in front of that guy right there?
All right,
3 feet from that guy, can you get a full erection without using your hands? Can you produce a full erection in front of this guy? Look, he leaned forward like he's ready to go.
Full erection, looking at him, just making eye contact with him, get an erection.
You can say what you want, you can do what you want, but you may not physically arouse yourself with your hands.
Okay.
I didn't say it was going to be easy.
What is it? Wait, what's on your sweatshirt, sir? It says "Property of Harmon XXL High School D&D Club." Did you make that sweatshirt? Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
That's amazing. What's your name? Aaron? All right. So Dan?
Moses' brother's name.
You have 30 seconds on the clock. Get a boner for that guy right now.
It moves all the time. It's
A guy or a girl? Somebody just boned out.
It's like with a confident stride, I hope they're going, well, 3 minutes, I'll go to the bathroom.
Or maybe it's like one of those old-timey reporters, he has to get to a payphone, and so it's comedy gold.
I kind of want to know the story. I want that guy interviewed.
He'll be back, or maybe he won't. Was he with you? The guy had left?
Oh, is he probably going to the bathroom? Or was he like leaning over to you guys going like, this is fucking bullshit? You guys told me Rob Schneider was going to be here. So he's probably going to the bathroom. Okay. What if he came back with a huge boner? And I was like... All right, well, I don't know. How do I have to talk to myself, okay? So, okay, I'm a high school gym coach.
I already have a partial.
There's a red-headed captain of the volleyball team, girls volleyball team, needs to speak with me in her office. And in fact, I need to speak to her because she's been very inappropriate with her flirtations with me privately. And for all intents and purposes, she's legal. She's, let's just say that. But I think you know I mean she's 17. She has a red ponytail. Volleyball. Shorts. Oh wait, I wasn't looking at him. Okay, I'm looking at him. Natalie, your behavior's so inappropriate. What do you mean? There's a decorum. You're not allowed to talk to teachers a certain way. You know, it can be very distracting, and it's not. There's a professional boundary between us. Like I am a gatekeeper of education, and you're a young girl, and it's you need to dress more appropriately when you're not playing volleyball. And she kicks off her tennis shoes while she's listening. Plants one clean, athletic sock-clad foot in the crotch of my crotch. I can't do it.
Wait. I have a couple questions.
You know why? Inappropriate.
I have a couple
and
questions.
I love my girlfriend, is why.
Wait, so that's how you get a boner? Is you write stories of
No, that's how I get a boner while I'm staring at a guy named Aaron in a shirt with my name on it. In front of 200 people,
What would think
including young girls, and there are several people over 40 in the audience that I've noticed tonight, which is great. It's about time. I'm sick of being this messiah to hipsters. It's about time a couple of my colleagues and peers showed up. Thank you. Good to see librarians and self-actualized chefs and stuff here. There's these skateboarders always showing up. Dude, you're amazing. I'm gonna be a writer. You don't know that. You don't know that, Todd. You don't know how hard it is. You lock yourself in a prison cell with God and let him have his way with you. You try to have words that aren't your own move through you and have people festoon you with credit for them. You live with that shame, Todd. And then you go back for more, for the people. You think you could do that, Todd? Or maybe you want to do another Ollie. Maybe you want to go home and play Red Dead Redemption. All right, so I want to tell you a joke, Jeff.
Okay.
And I have to use an Irish accent to do it. So it seems there was this man in a pub, sitting and drinking the night away. And at one point, he gets up and he falls flat on his face. Everyone goes, oh, bagosh, Gura. Are you all right? Can we get you assistance beyond us saying, are you all right? He says, I'll be fine. He gets up, he walks to the door. He opens the door, his legs give out, and he just falls down again. Oh, we asked you the first time. I mean, how many times is this going to happen? Probably 3. I bet 3. He says, I'll be fine. He gets up again. I just need to get home. He's walking. Oh shit, he's crying, isn't he? That's a cry. He can't walk, can he? I can pull this through. Okay. He gets up, he walks home, he gets to his porch, falls down again, flat on his face. His neighbor is cooling a pie in the window, so he sees it, says, are you okay, Seamus? I'll be fine, Rick. I just got to get to my bed. Goes upstairs, goes to bed, falls asleep. Wakes up the next morning. His wife says, you've been out drinking again, haven't you? Well, how do you know that, Natalie? She says, because you are normally in a wheelchair, which you left at the bar, and you're so drunk you were able to walk. Which is physically inspiring, but spiritually and psychologically troubling. Because you have to get pretty darn drunk to mitigate the effects of a neurological condition. The reason you can't walk is not psychological, it's not a Disney movie. It's not Downton Abbey. This is a real thing. It won't heal. The doctor showed us. You were injured in an NRA explosion. Shrapnel cleaved your spinal cord. It's physical. I can show you the x-ray. She got it out of the drawer. Says, look, there's a disconnection between the brain that makes things happen and the limbs that enact the desires. There's no way for it to get through. You got so drunk, your thoughts leapt across your spine and landed in the right place like a Tron cycle. And raced to your drunken feet, and you propelled yourself, though not 100% effectively, but still astonishingly so, until you got home and passed out. Now try to walk again, and he does, and he can't. He's like, I can't even move me legs. I'm crippled. And she says, you mean physically challenged? And he says, what are you, the word police? And she says, well, someone has to be. A filthy-mouthed old cow. She made him some tea, and he apologized, but at this point it's a cycle. I don't know. That didn't turn out as planned, did it? Did Jason really leave? Is our bus driver here?
I believe he's still here.
Okay, if he's willing to. Wait, no, he left.
He left?
All right.
That motherfucker.
He got nervous about it. Tonight was one of the few nights that we might have been able to bring our bus driver up. We're traveling.
You missed it good. Is he really gone? Wait, is he out in the parking lot?
Yeah, he got like a
He
car
actually
service
got in the car? Well.
Wait, what? He absconded with one of your staff? He got in the car with the girl that sells tickets. He really is.
Well,
like
there's bad news and there's worse news. The bad news is that our very charismatic and complicated bus driver, Jason, couldn't be here tonight. I really wanted you guys to meet him. The worst news is that he's our driver and he's drunk. Right?
Well, he'll be fine. He just needs to summon the neurological miracles necessary to... Hey, what was the name of that place we walked by today when it was like the funniest last name you ever saw?
Stimoulis.
We walked by a place called Stimoulis.
What's the place that's called? Like the strip where all the ethnic markets are? I don't even know what Stimoulis sells. I didn't know. Stimuli is the funniest name in the world.
Yeah,
we walked by Stimoulis, like made it up.
Hey, welcome to Stimoulis.
Stimoulis, if we don't got it,
He sounds excited.
That's dismay. It's like, oh, Stimoulis. Come on. It's hilarious.
All right. I also, in the back, the director was interviewing me. He asked me all kinds of weird questions about my brain and how it works and why people keep forgiving me for being a bad person. By the way, last night's show, which I don't think is podcast yet, like it got weird again. It'll get weird here too. I cried. I haven't done that yet. But he asked me a question. He said, "Do you think there's anything you could tell people that would make them not like you? Like they seem so forgiving of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I play this honesty shtick where I'm like, hey, high five for telling you." And I don't really have any hatred in my heart or anything like that. Like I last night was he thought was going to be an exception because we brought Erin McGathy, my beautiful, wonderful, genius girlfriend, up, who does nothing but unconditionally support me, unless she's had a couple. At which point, sometimes if I have also had a couple, we get in an good old-fashioned Irish, Polish, white trash verbal sparring match. At which point, I become Kevin Spacey in Seven. Hannibal Lecter, Philip Seymour Hoffman in The Master. Like I do this thing where I don't necessarily say anything worse than you've ever said to your significant other in a fight when you're trying to kind of hurt each other's feelings. I shift into this persona that is sociopathically kind of gleeful at the kind of like dispassionate like disconnection that I feel. You know what I mean? Like I regard her as if she is an insect and explain things to her in a way she can understand. Let me lay it on the line for you. You know, I kind of like turning into this villain because I've had it's like that's when I've passed the threshold of acceptable human behavior with the booze and stuff. She always deserves it. No, I'm kidding. We brought her up and we kind of talked about it a little bit, and she mentioned that I called her the C word, at which point the audience did that. Absolute requirement. I back you up 100%. You don't trust me?
He said, "I trust you."
Oh, you trust me? yeah. I mean, it's bad. Yeah. So brought it up. The director was interviewing me and he was going, and then they lined up and they wanted your autograph, and he was a little disappointed. He was bummed out. He thought he would see the final turning point. So then he asked the question that was very interesting. Is there anything I could tell you that I haven't told you yet that about me that would make you like turn on me? I think the answer is no, for the same reason it's because what we have going for us is we don't want anyone to be unhappy. Sometimes I that's a story about me getting too drunk and I have a horrible dysfunctional neurotic behavior I engage in a cyclical way that I've begged therapists to diffuse, and then they can't do it, and I get mad and I stop going to them. So I try to talk into a microphone and try to attempt to do self-maintenance and things like that. And part of that involves confession. He said, "What could you tell them that would make them not like you?" I don't think I've ever said into a microphone, into the recording. I think I've blogged about this fact. I use drugs recreationally. I'm a prescription marijuana user. I don't get high when I work. It doesn't, because I can't. If it helped, I'd do it. I've done Adderall illegally, but I'm not ashamed of that because you're welcome for season 2 of Community. You don't get 8 hours of sleep a night and do some of that stuff. So I'm not. That sounded horribly self-aggrandizing. That's not what I meant. I meant it takes a long time to piss off the network and studio. Like you have to get up earlier than them and go to bed later than them. I don't think I've ever said, precisely because it's uncharismatic, that I've done cocaine. I've ever said, I mean, even since my early 20s when I discovered it doing improv in Milwaukee, I've experimented with it, and not here in Los Angeles, like if I'm at a party and somebody's got sometimes now that I'm 40, it's like it's more of a I want to stay up and keep drinking, so someone's got this stuff and I'm not going to say no to it. So now I just wanted to say that because now I'm fucking perfect. There's nothing that I haven't said. I'm done. You know, if you I can't think of any secrets I have left, and I don't recommend that as behavior for you. You can keep secrets. Secrets are healthy. Secrets are fine.
Yeah,
the reason I never say this is because it's a grody drug. It's synthetic and it's like Don Johnson-y and it's not it wouldn't make anyone like me anymore. Nor is it it's not like a. An addict would say this, but there's no addiction because I've been, it's been in my life on and off for whenever. It's a party thing that happens sometimes in big Hollywood.
It probably happens all over the country.
Yeah, dishwashers do it if they can't get a hold of some Adderall. But the season 2 of those plates last night at Stamboul's.
Stamboul's.
But so that's it. I don't know. I just there's no reaction I expect. I just want now.
But you always talk about yourself and kind of self-flagellate yourself about being a terrible person, that you're a bad person. I don't think it's because of behavior. It would be more about the way that you're when you get upset with somebody, whether you mean to or not, because you're a good writer. I mean, the way your mind works. You have the ability to really hurt somebody with kind of the flick of a wrist.
Thank you.
And you said backstage something about the idea that you like the tears. There's a part when you're in that mode.
When I'm way overboard, yeah. When I with my significant others, there have been moments when if the significant other is going toe to toe with me, and it's somewhat. Yeah, and it's too much to drink, it gets white trashy drunk, where it's blackout or almost blackout. There most of the time, 85% of the time. Oh, did you hear my little Milwaukee accent? Most of the time, Pittsburgh's bringing it out of me. Most of the time, 85% of the time, if I get too drunk and I have a fight with someone I love, and they start to cry, that's the end of it, because the cheers signify like, oh shit, this reality comes in. I was in a different mode. I was a battle bot of some kind, and was like trying to win a fight. Like I can like, I don't know what it is, whatever dysfunction I have, whatever disorder like enables me to pull the plug on the emotional connection between me and another human being, and then it's like there's no conscientiousness like standing between me and saying something with the direct intent of like humbling someone, and then if they start to cry, most of the time, then I'm like, oh shit, that's what I'm doing. Holy crap, stop. But then there's like that 15% of the time, if it's really grody drunk, and the other person's drunk, and there's just fighting, and back and forth.
Only when you're drunk? It's never sober?
I'm making sure that's the case in my head. Yeah, it's a thing. It's an alcohol thing. Like it lowers your inhibitions, it makes you looser, maybe makes you charming up to a certain point, and then there's, you can go through a curtain where your behavior becomes bad. Jekyll and Hyde. So kids, pay attention to that. Don't look up to drunk writers. It's not what makes you good. Your parents have to beat you. So if that didn't happen, you're gonna write shitty stuff. You're probably like just a bad dream journal. You got too much love. I'm sorry. Then what I was saying to the director was, there's the tears. I actually go, okay, good. I think in my head, like, good. Cry. Delicious tears. Put them on a cupcake. Cry until you can't anymore. Then I'll apologize.
Did you actually experience like physical like
an erection? No.
No. No. Like you actually enjoy it, or like did you actually feel pleasure from that?
It's all about defensiveness. It's about being threatened. You become. If I'm a child and I feel like my mommy is trying to get away with something coming at me, like I need to win. I need to defeat. I need to defend myself. Not noticing that I'm a 40-year-old man with his full faculties about
I think the superpower, like we've all, like everyone in this room, there's certain things about us that make us who we are, make us cool, and there's things that draw people to you. And also there's things, the same thing, the flip side of that coin is the same thing that repels people from you. Like people when they meet Dan. Or first of all, like Rob Schraub, our friend, he's an artist. He's an awesome, he's a visual thinker. When people meet Rob, it's very like there's people that come up to him and like Rob's opinion of them is so important, and he can really make or break their night. And what they want from Rob is to find out, am I creative? And if Rob doesn't think you're creative, it hurts them. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay. Welcome back. For Dan.
You know that you don't have the right to do what you just did.
Dan, no.
This is my third glass of kettle. I want to talk to this fucker. Do you understand? Let me put things in perspective for you.
The thing about you is that...
Oh, no, that's... obviously, I was kidding.
Yeah, but the thing about you is...
He said he would have peed his pants.
People come up to you and the people that come up to you need something from you. It's important for certain people to think that you think that they are smart.
I think smart is the key word. Yeah.
So when you diminish somebody's intellectual ability or intelligence,
which by the way I don't. When I get in a fight with Erin, I never call her stupid. She can correct me if she wants to.
Well, you said you talk to her like let me explain this to you like a baby.
Implying that she doesn't.
Yeah, like a chimpanzee.
Implying that she doesn't have perspective on how like devastating I can be as a robot. Don't you understand the faculties of this operational Death Star? You don't know how powerful I am. It's more like that.
So you're just Emperor Palpatine.
It's not you're stupid because I pat myself on the back for that. Like I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's get off of that. It's getting narcissistic. That lady's leaving. Just go and pee, right? Okay.
Let's not follow her.
I think it's number 2.
She's gotta take a big old shit in the bathroom. Lady in the hat and the jeans, she's gotta take a diamond of a turd.
since we've taken the show to that place, I just wanted to say how satisfying it was to fart in Pittsburgh today. The coldness, like that brisk coldness, like okay, now that guy's leaving. Okay, look, I mean, there's intellectuals in the audience. I can sense it. And I'm sorry, but I did coke now and then and Adderall, and today I farted in Pittsburgh out on the sidewalk, and I had this extreme pleasure imagining like this 98.6 degree thing, like getting out of the outer rim of its comfort zone, and you know,
You
like
mean your anus?
thermodynamically
Anus
going
is the word you're looking for.
What's that?
Anus is the word you're looking
Well,
for.
I'm not looking for it.
That's not your.
Okay, there's one more secret I have left. I was looking for anus last night. Season 3 of Community was written largely on anus. I just imagine this little puff of like this thing coming out and going, whoa! Like I just like being just like dispersing like at the speed of light. Like I'm sure that's not how it works, but from my understanding of thermodynamics, like hot things want to go to cold things, and like so I was talking to a bunch of people. There were people walking everywhere, and I was like, I bet you could fart here and just like. No one will even smell it because it's just like the fart probably just goes and just like it's halfway across town and on both sides. It's like just like emerges with the cosmos. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest, so to speak.
Dan, I would say right now, just whatever you're about to say, just because it's better to have him up earlier than later, because it always is. Can we bring Spencer?
Let's bring Spencer up.
Spencer,
Okay.
Dungeon Master Extraordinaire, Storyteller and Extremist.
You haven't heard the show from last night. One of the most amazing things about it.
Yeah. Out in front of the Pirates baseball stadium, whatever that's called. PNC Park. We already discussed this. There's a giant statue of Hannes Wagner, like after having hit a tater, and it's Hannes. Look it up. Greg Proops, my friend, insists that it's Hannes and not Honus, and I defer to Greg on this. I've always called him Hannes Wagner, but he says Hannes, and he's like he will not
Greg's
be
pretty
moved.
particular.
He is
Very erudite.
Anyway,
I'm a pseudo-intellectual. Greg is an intellectual.
H. Wagner. He's a famed ball player. Last night, Spencer, if he could be compared to baseball terms, hit 900 last night. We kept throwing things at him. We would make up new monsters, and he would just describe new monsters.
Yeah, we landed on this game where we just make up like monster names and throw them at Spencer, and he describes them as he would in a game.
And it's not fair to do that again tonight because last night he was he hit like 5 home runs and 1 triple off the wall, basically.
It was pretty.
He got on base a lot, and it was good stuff. And I wouldn't want to do it to you again, Spencer, because I hate to.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, I can't remember which ones we threw at him. So like we were doing like Spencer alcoholism.
Do you want me? No.
Well, did we do that one?
No, I don't think so.
Spencer, alcoholism is attacking me.
Opening the door to the bathroom, you smell the reek of whiskey. You hear the splash of liquid into the bathroom, and then you feel a figure rising. Opening the door to the stall, you see a hobo drenched in vomit and liquor.
Yeah.
A double. That's a double.
Yeah, no, that's definitely bad.
That's a double.
Yeah.
He freaking freestyle Dungeon Master. I mean, Dungeon Mastering is freestyling. Yeah. What's that? What'd you say? Oh, no, I thought I saw your mouth moving. Oh, shit.
Wait, what do you think?
Jesus.
That's Mike and Jen. Yeah.
Well, Jen and Mike?
Yeah.
Jen and Mike, come to the stage.
Okay, Jen and Mike,
we were warned about you in advance.
Okay, now I think I realized when Aaron came backstage and said, you should probably bring Jen and Mike up tonight.
All right,
I think we're getting an indication.
Hold on, Mike. Mike has a yellow shirt on that says Harmontown. Harmontown.
Oh,
Are you a Yinzer? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Are you from here?
From Westmoreland County originally.
But so how would you say that in your phonetics?
Harmontown.
Harmontown.
Anybody else? Come on. Nobody?
All right. And so
Pittsburgh.
And Jen, let's see. Let's get a look at you. What yours says? Oh, Harmontown the same, but we had to have the black and yellow Pittsburgh colors, and you have little like foam #1 thingies.
Yeah, this is Dan's Ray of Frost.
You're not giving this to me, are you?
No, wait, it's yours.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh no! This is my flaming sword.
Yeah,
They made authentic foam, an authentic foam #1 kind of sports fan hand, like the #1 thing, and it's blue, like icy blue, and has a screaming frosty skull and sparkles coming out of the index finger. And on the back of it says Ray of Frost.
And I have a flaming sword that it's just, it's really just a sword that's on fire. It's fucking amazing. This is what that. I feel like a Guy Fieri shirt just came in here. This is amazing. That is good.
Did you hear the Brooklyn show by any chance?
Oh, with Sudeikis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found out at Brooklyn that, I don't know if you were halfway done making this or not, that Ray of Frost is a level 0 spell that does a maximum of 3 damage. And we found that out after singing the Ray of Frost theme song and really celebrating that I was casting it like I was a professional wrestler. We then found out Ray of Frost does from 0 to 3 damage. No matter how
am I right or
high
wrong in saying the little frosty stars on the Ray of Frost are those the Pittsburgh logo?
Oh.
Yeah, conveniently enough. Yeah.
Well,
What do
Pittsburgh.
they call them, like hypercycloids or what? Hypocycloids, yeah. Well, that's a shape. The little diamondy little sparkle nuggets on the.
Well, this is amazing. Are you guys an item, Mike and Jen?
Yes, we are.
Kiss.
Like how
Kiss.
much?
Kiss. Kiss. Kiss.
Are you
Kiss. 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 Dan, get a boner. Dan, get a boner. Dan, get a boner. Kiss.
Married or just dating?
No, just living together.
How long?
Living in sin.
For how long?
Around
A year and a half.
year and a half. At this
And
point.
how long were you going out before you moved in? Oh, okay. That's
Are you guys?
that's
Are
good.
you guys in love?
Yeah.
You
It's
are.
from Harmontown.
They have a thing to unite them. They have like this great. So, Mike, I know the answer to this is no. Do you ever get really drunk and become incredibly, weirdly, sociopathically abusive to Jen?
Well,
I think it's probably nervous.
yeah, unfortunately, she did lean over and say, "That's you," whenever you were describing.
Oh, all right. See, once again, I'm bulletproof. No, ladies, I'm not. I know that there's something wrong with me that I want to change. It's not good behavior. It's not part of my creative process. It's not good.
Jen,
I don't like it.
would you have any advice to give Dan? Not that you would presume to give anybody advice, but if you because you guys are clearly very happy together. You've been together longer than Dan and Aaron have been together, basically.
I have no advice. I have my own psychoses and neuroses. Like
What's your hang up? What's your bag?
I don't even know.
Mike, what's wrong with Jen?
Yeah, ask the source, man.
Jen, stop listening for a second. Mike, we won't tell her.
No, I think the problem is Jen and I are pretty much the same age, but she has developed a wealth of knowledge beyond my own. And so there's insecurities of not being able to compete with that and feel like I'm getting my side of the argument across.
So, like,
I'm not sure if I'm just being stupid.
So do you, does that manifest itself in you going like, look, just because you're smart doesn't mean like you can become Stanley Kowalski? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that happens to me with Erin too. Like, I get intimidated by how smart she is, and then I try to deflect and trick her into thinking that that's not what we're talking about. That's not even the point. Yeah, it is. I'm stupid. It's better. But all right, well, that makes me feel a little better because, like, if you can't, and for those in podcast land, Mike is an adorable, lithe, bespectacled, knit cap, adorned, bearded.
He's kind of like what Zach Galifianakis thinks he is. He's the sexy Zach Galifianakis.
He's Zach Galifianakis is Avatar in heaven when he goes. When we wake up in heaven and you just look how you. All right. Well, thank you, Jen and Mike. I guess unless there's anything while you have the conch, do you wanna?
I think I'm good. No. I would like to be able to make Pittsburgh proud, but that's not going to happen.
Where should we go drinking if we go drinking in Pittsburgh?
I was saying Gooskies. Anyone else?
Gooskies?
Gooskies. Where's that at?
Oh, it's out on Polish Hill.
Polish Hill. Dan, you're Polish.
Yeah, I sure am.
Is that near Stimoulis? Look, you don't have to. I can play you off with this beat, but if you guys want to rap with Dan give it a whirl. We can edit it out of the podcast if you want.
Yeah. Mike and Jen take the stage with me. Poop is brown, yellow is my key.
rapping like Yoda, lowering the bar, raising the quota. I like to rap with Jen and Mike, and right now Mike's gonna get on the mic.
No, you're going too fast for me. Like I just said, I'm not smart enough to argue with her. I can't rap at all.
Alright, here, wait, okay. Right here we go. Once upon a time I needed to eat a loaf of bread. I didn't get it soon enough, so I starved, now I'm dead. I put on a pair of shoes and walked down the street. I didn't get my bread, but saw your mama and got my meat. Slower, so like slower tempo. You can do it like that.
Take a mic. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can as hard as I'm trying to think. And that's it. I've hit a wall.
All right.
Jen, you're smart. Jen, you're smart.
Shame him, Jen. Shame him like the plebeian he is. Alright, well,
dance. Keep dancing.
alright, just dancing. Jen's got the moves, Jen's got the moves, Jen's got the moves. Grooves to the grooves, Jen's got the moves. Jen's got the moves.
Let's hear it for Jen and Mike, everybody.
You sure you're giving these up, right? These are ours? Thank you. That's really incredible.
These are wonderful. Look at that fucking thing. That's like,
We should have them sign
You know
them
that-
after the show.
Speaking of Rob Schraub, this is some very Schraubian stuff here. He'd be very proud of that. You can still see the hot glue strings on it, which makes it nice. I love that.
Yeah, they did a great job of simulating a kind of a sword with embers on it and flames trailing. Spencer, mediocre zookeeper attacks.
Hold on, I gotta get the music. Gotta get the music.
The cage opens up with a creak. You see 2 legs holding a pile of what seems to be bags of feed. Several spill to the floor with a clumsy clatter. Dropping to his knees, a short, portly man crouches before you, apologizing profusely.
Mediocre zookeeper.
Work a day.
He's got a Salieri complex.
He's got a zoo to keep, man.
Yeah, but he's not great at it. He doesn't work in San Diego. He's in LA County. And he's just keep the pelicans alive. That's all I do. I lost 3 last week.
I like that the feces fell to the ground with a clatter.
Sometimes they clatter.
What sort of animal has pooped that clatter, Spencer?
Bags of feed, dude.
Bags of feed.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
But to
Those
answer your
don't
question,
clatter.
penguins, clearly. All right. What?
Dan, Spencer came to me earlier today, and kind of out of fashion for Spencer, he approached me with a bit for tonight's show.
Really?
Has he talked to you about this?
No.
Dan and I have been making up stupid songs in the bus. There's Pringles Dick, there's Chicken Noodle Dick. Has anybody heard the Chicken Noodle Dick song? I got drunk last night in Arlington and I sang it twice. I forgot the audience had already heard it.
Yeah, we did like an encore and Jeff taught them the chicken noodle song in the encore that we had already
Has anybody
sang.
heard the Chicken Noodle Dick song?
Here's how it goes.
There was silence. I took that silence for no, we haven't heard it. The silence was, you're drunk. You sang this 45 minutes ago. So Chicken Noodle Dick is Dan on the bus. I'll explain it to you people. Dan on the bus holding a chicken noodle, a can of Progresso Light chicken noodle soup in his lap as though it were his dick, and we cobbled together this song. Here I am, ain't got a dick, got a chicken noodle can. All my life, I've been putting this can inside my chicken noodle wife. Chicken noodle God come down from the mountain saying, chicken noodle man, you gotta work all day. Chicken noodle man, you gotta cross the river Jordan. Feed the devil soup until your troubles go away. Alright, so that's the song. Now,
Soup to the bowl, bowl to the spoon, spoon to the mouth, you're gonna get well soon. I'm trying to build.
Yeah, see, I got a building off of that.
so Spencer's worked on some lyrics
Yes.
to add to it. All right,
So it'd be like a verse, and then it'd go back to the chorus, which is, the chicken noodle man. And then it's another verse, and then back to the chorus. I had this flash of inspiration in the shower, or maybe a curse. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
can you explain to me how flashes of lyrics come to you in the shower?
Cascading over you in a warm flurry. The water rains down. Then it hits you. A good idea, maybe. That's
He's fucking the best. He's the best. Yeah. Spencer, I fucking love you so much.
But so yeah, if I could do the verse and then we could come back together for the chorus maybe and then try it. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts with the soup to the bowl, right?
Okay.
So
Do you want me to sing that?
Yeah, let's do that. All right.
Soup to the bowl, bowl to the spoon, spoon to the mouth, you're gonna get well soon.
You better get a little bed rest, sleep until noon. Grab a cup of coffee, then hit the saloon, singing Chicken Noodle Man coming down from the mountain. Chicken Noodle Man, you gotta work all day. Chicken Noodle Man, you gotta cross the river Jordan. Feed the devil soup until your troubles go away. The wind blows south and come what may. My chicken noodle wife left me just the other day. I don't know what I can do but pray. Singing Chicken Noodle Man, you gotta work all day. Chicken Noodle Man, come down from the mountain. Saying Chicken Noodle Man, you gotta work all day. Chicken Noodle Man, you gotta cross the river Jordan. Feed the devil soup until your troubles go away. Yeah, that's Spencer.
Write those down. Spencer, when we get on the bus tonight, when we get on the bus, I want lyrics for pull it up on your iPad. We're gonna learn those.
Yeah, let's workshop it.
For you podcast listeners, in the closest we'll ever come to the Tom Jones effect, a man just threw his hipster beanie hat on the stage at Spencer's feet. You have this, take it! Nice.
And inside that beanie, there's panties.
If it was the 80s, that would be a pocket protector or something, right?
Spencer, like you're going above and beyond the call of Dungeon Master duties. You've
And
done...
of road companion too.
Yeah.
He could have been cranky and become a drag by now, but he's become an inspiration, a good friend.
I just want to help.
Yeah. Spencer, we went to Permani Brothers today. We walked around a bit. What do you feel about Pittsburgh so far? Have you been here before?
I've never been here before. I love your guys' architecture. I love your weather. I love it. It's brisk. It's good walking around weather. I won't sweat.
I think you noticed I disagreed.
Yeah, no, definitely disagreed with you.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Alaska.
Oh.
No. No, I grew up in Northern California.
So it's just fun for you, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
So
why.
weird. It really is the mythology that I'm from Milwaukee, so I'm going to be walking around with my shirt off out there. I said, there's a reason I moved to California. I am a pussy. Do not. I don't begrudge. It's a great city and stuff. I'm just saying, like that weather, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I applaud you.
It's not even that cold yet. Like it's
No, it'll get February. It'll get colder, right? And it'll get 80 below probably. Well, 80 below with wind chill is the Milwaukee thing. It gets to be 80 below with wind chill, and the weathermen tell you as part of their weather report how many seconds in which human skin freezes. It's a regular part. It's like they're telling you the dew point. Don't forget, human skin freezes 28 seconds in this weather, so bundle up.
Buckle up your skin?
Bundle up.
Oh, bundle up. All right. So buckle up. Does anybody here, like, it's probably like 7 years since I've been here, and I found out what a yinzer was, and I went to I asked this girl at a bar, I was like, is there like a real, like, straight up yinzer bar? Like, you didn't really want to go to one. I was like, no, I do. And I went there, and people really do say yins want to go down and eat pagas amazing at, and like people say an at, and they say yins. Does anybody here have a really good, like, proper yinzer accent, or can somebody do one? Huh? Who? Oh, we already have Mike up here. Mike's pretty good. Are you in the back, sir? Come on up.
Let's bring that guy up.
All right. I want to hear a good and proper yinzer.
Good proper yinzer. Tried to catch the moon, but only caught it. Next thing you know, yinzer accents being done.
My name's Ian.
Hello, Ian. Ian, I take it you're from here, right?
Yeah, basically, Johnstown. So, 2 hours away. Yeah.
All right, so are you going to put on an accent for us, or are you going to give us yours?
No, I don't talk like a yinzer normally, but hey Yins, guys, want to go downtown, Permani Brothers, go over there, get some hot sausage sandwich.
Hot sausage sandwich?
I ain't been washing them clothes. I ain't been washing. You say I've been washing. The girl said I've been washing. I ain't been washing nothing.
Wait, what? Earth? Say what you just said to me.
So,
in human English.
In English, I haven't been washing. I've been washing anything. I ain't been washing. I ain't been washing nothing. This is my upstairs neighbor in college.
So do it again for me.
I ain't been washing. The girl, she say I've been washing. I ain't been washing nothing.
Awesome.
All right. Yinzer accent.
And so, where does that come from? Is that like an old hangover from Scottish, Irish? Like what is it from? Like
I have no idea.
Polish? Yins? Scotch Irish. It's really good. Oh, get up here. Yinzer challenge. Yinzer challenge.
Yinzer battle.
This guy might be a native. He might be better than me.
Yeah, let's hear your Yinzer.
Hi, my name's Dean. I grew up in Trenton, Pennsylvania. It's right up 28, and I can't even tell I have an accent. Essentially, on a normal day, on Sunday, I watch the Steelers. I go down to Permanis. I don't go to Promontes or whatever.
Permanis.
Yeah, how is that? I'm a vegetarian. I was out of fucking place in there, man.
Still liked it though.
I had a tie on and I ate the double egg and cheese. It was fucking delicious.
That's right. Well, usually
So
in
good.
Pittsburgh, you get the what the fuck is it called? The steak and cheese, but the steak and cheese isn't like a Philadelphia steak and cheese. It's got Capicola. Well, it doesn't got Capicola on the steak and cheese. It's got sauerkraut. It's got fries. It's got Italian bread. It's good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I had that today.
Now, do you in your day-to-day life say an at?
Yeah, every day.
That means et cetera and so forth, like and whatnot, right? Like,
Right. So if I'm talking to my buddies and I want to go down to Gooski's and I want to do something before Gooski's, well, you say you want to go to do Gooski's and that, or you want to do what are you going to do? You want to go eat and that and then go to Gooski's,
Right. It's like
or
it's
eat
stuff.
yet and go to Gooski's?
yeah, I love that. That's
So-
fantastic. Okay, so I'd like to think, and I'm almost certain that this is the case. Your name again was what?
My name is Dean.
Dean. Dan, what's your name over there? I'm sorry. Ian. Dean and Ian are the first Yinzer rap battle. And I want you see who can be the most Yinzery during the rap.
I went downtown yesterday. I got a pop Randy's in. Shit.
Perfect. Ian, you're a bow.
Permani Brothers is here for Yinzers. Oh no. Go over there. Yin's guys watching them Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh no. I'm from Pittsburgh. I ain't got no rhythm. I can't watch nothing.
Dan, join in and try to be a Yinzer rap with them. You try to mimic the accent. Yo. Went to watch the Steelers at the bowl. I fucked your mama and said, what the fuck, yo, from Pittsburgh. You're all equally terrible. Let's hear it for the Yinzer rap, everybody.
Have a good night, man.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir. It's too similar for me. It's too similar to the Milwaukee thing. I'm going. It's very. We're cousins. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee.
I don't know. That one's pretty specific.
So Milwaukee's all about the long vowel sounds, talking through your nose, and and ending everything with yeah and hey and ana. Yeah, ana hey. Sometimes that's extreme shit. That's like Cudahy, South Milwaukee. But it's all these accents have little fascinating little trees, little branches of an accent tree. It's pretty cool.
Should we start Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, one more thing. I wanted to. Come on, take it easy, Jen. I've been drinking, and I will make Mike look like Mr. Rogers.
From Pittsburgh.
What's that?
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, is he from Pittsburgh? Is Mr. Rogers from Pittsburgh? Oh, that's why. That's why he was on the wall at
Fucking everybody's on that wall. Like Gene Kelly's up there. Like
is he from Pittsburgh? Oh, I was wondering whether random like celebrities interspersed with like Terry Bradshaw and stuff.
But it's
the
really,
sports guys I get, but
it's everybody. Like everybody's up there.
Wow, Pittsburgh.
Say what?
We're an actual city.
Nobody said you weren't. Nobody said. He said we're an actual city. That was a little defensive, sir. I think the last thing anyone would say is that Pittsburgh's not a city. You literally build fucking buildings like out of the stuff that you do here. It's of course Pittsburgh's a city. It's a steel. It's a fortress full of whipping winds and coleslaw.
I like that the coleslaw's not that sweet KFC shit, but it's like that vinegary kind of tart stuff. Yeah, that's how it should be, right?
I just wanted to say, when we were walking through those whipping winds, this conversation happened between Aaron and Spencer. Aaron said, "Well, my face is getting used to the cold," and Spencer went, "You mean numb?"
He slices through artifice. Seems either villains or monsters. There's magic or there's curses.
Sir, one more thing. Jeff, do your eyes keep going to the guy in the white shirt, right?
He's very well. Sir, don't move. You're very well lit.
Very well lit and very distinct.
No Chomsky, everybody. No Chomsky's here tonight. Are you a theater person? Because you really found your lighting.
He is a theater person. He instinctively found his light.
If this was Saturday Night Live, you'd be Elvis Costello, and they would cut to you. What do you think, Elvis?
Even if he wasn't well lit, he is lit by his dignity. He's got his arms folded, but not like in the his arms folded in the kind of. I'm trying to describe for listeners, like you know how you fold your arms if you are pouting, like you're kind of closed up. Then there's the intellectual kind of like holding one elbow with another hand, kind of like
it's
just
contemplative.
And he's been. My eyes keep darting over to him because he's so not like a typical Harmontown audience member.
What is your name, by the way? Joel. Do you know Harmontown? Have you heard of this? Or you just wander in tonight? Huh? You're an usher. Oh,
would you be willing to come up and talk to us? We never bully anybody. Would you be? It's okay to say no. Are you willing to come up and talk to us for a second? I've been looking at him all night.
Joel.
I can honestly say he's the first guy that's ever been this specific physical archetype that I've ever seen out there in the crowd. There's an actor that he looks like. Is it E.G. Marshall or what? What is it? I can't.
Jack Lemmon. Jack Lemmon.
Hal Holbrook. A little Hal Holbrook. All right.
Joel.
Your name's Joel.
Joel.
Okay. Here, this is for you. All right. And you're an usher here at the theater.
I'm an usher at the theater.
Okay. You've been. It could have gone worse. Like because my eyes can't keep off of you. I always play to like the person in the back of the room that I'm the most terrified of. This person is gonna hate me. I'm talking about cocaine and booze and being stupid and I'm farting and so my eyes keep going to you to check in and you've never. You're not pumping your fists or anything, but you've been very supportive. I would define you as like you've been smiling now and then when it passed muster with you.
Yeah, didn't give me the finger.
No, you didn't get up and leave. You didn't moon us or anything.
Yeah, Joel. Well, Joel, what do you think so far about the show? Be honest. Like, shoot from the hip. What do you think about this?
I find it very strange.
It's very nice of you to say that.
All right. Well, I don't know what I had to I wanted to personify him. I didn't want him to be this
Dan, we all have our own wants. You want to personify him. I want him to rap a little bit. Come on, Joe.
Joel's not gonna rap. Me neither. We have that in common.
How long have you been an usher here, Joe?
Actually, about 9 years.
Yeah.
You must be a patron of the arts. Like you want to be close to it. That's why you took the job, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I ushered a bunch of theaters.
This is a beautiful, beautiful theater. Oh, this is not the only one that you ushered.
I was walking downtown.
It used to be the public theater before they moved downtown. This was the public theater.
And you get to see all the stuff for free.
Yes.
Because you usher.
Right.
Are you married?
No.
Okay. And you what's your I don't know what's the best play that's been here in this theater this year?
Or what's
That's
the
a dumb question.
What's the best thing you've seen in this venue here?
Oh, the Second City used to come here before they went downtown.
Oh, okay. So you like the improv comedy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I like the Second City.
I'm sorry I'm sorry that people spontaneously coming up with humorous things to say is your forte, because I must have let you down. I do a different brand of thing here. I'm sort of a low-rent Spalding Gray, I guess, but I haven't written anything.
Thank you, Joel.
Anything you want to plug, or is there a sports drink you manufacture that you want people to know about? You have the mic if there's anything you want to say.
No, I kind of hide away. So.
Okay. He's an usher. He's got the usher spirit. He wants to get back to the shadows with Joel. So
and yet he found the most well-lit seat in the house. It's like God is your flashlight. God is ushering you.
I see, you're right.
Yeah. But you look good in it. I mean, it's great. Like I said, you could have really played a mind game on me from that seat. You could every time I looked over, you could have just gone. Now you can't. I mean, you can do whatever you want, Joel. That's what Harmontown. That's the only thing we have going for us is your freedom. Thank you, Joel.
Joel, everybody, thank you so much, sir. All right, let's bring Aaron McGathy to the stage for D&D. Aaron McGathy. Aaron steps to the igloo cooler, refreshing her ice into the I'm no Spencer, I can't do it.
You can't do it. No one can.
Hey.
Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron
Hey,
McGathy,
guys.
everybody. There she is.
Did I miss anything?
Sit.
I just want to say, while Joel was up, I think someone's trying to date rape me.
What do you mean, Spencer?
A very mysterious drink has just appeared on my table.
Somebody came and brought what seems to be a Yingling beer to you.
And there's definitely like a pill fizzing around in the bottom.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Careful.
I swear to God, it's hetero love.
Okay, so that's you? You I trust, okay.
Is that an optical illusion?
No, I was joking.
Oh, God, I thought...
Really inspecting it.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. And, drink. Wait, Spencer, you don't even drink really, do you?
I know how.
Dungeon snap. All right, Spencer. Sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I just said wireless.
Is there anything,
It's a
Aaron,
wireless mic.
because it's kind of not fair when I talk about our relationship and whether or not I'm a dick within it, and then you don't have, and now that you have the mic, is there anything that I said that you need to counter or clarify or?
Sad woo from the audience.
Like, did I lie? Did I lie about anything that you need to correct me on, or?
No. I don't think so. I mean, at Harmontown, I guess we're honest about our feelings. I feel a little raw.
Oh, well, but it's too early.
Sorry. My cheeks weren't totally dry backstage, but.
What, I made you cry tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
During the show?
No, it's fine. I don't want to be. I don't know. It's kind of a bummer listening to you talk about jerking off to a 17-year-old with a ponytail. Ladies? It was you, yeah. It's fine. I don't want it to be a thing, because Dan and I have had this conversation a million times over, but...
Are you saying you cried during that backstage?
Look, man, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying it's the way to be. I don't know if anyone listens to my podcast, but I don't start it by saying, "Hey, I'm perfect. Here goes." So I don't know. It bummed me out a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Given the sexual activity we had this afternoon, made me feel a little sad.
Because it was unreciprocated.
Because it was one-sided, and
Shoot. I have a fever.
It's Hey, man.
It's all about.
It's fine.
It was all about
It's
me
fine.
this
You're
afternoon. you're saying it was unreciprocated sex that went on today? Like Dan was being selfish in bed today?
We had 2 hours to get some rest. I had a fever. I had chills. Like she asked me, can I help you out? Like kind of, I can't remember how she put it.
I did not say, can I help you out?
I can't remember how you put it, but my response was, is it okay if I just lay here?
It's fine.
Like,
I'm really not upset about it. I mean, it probably speaks more to my own insecurity, but when
it speaks to your desire to have sex. Like it speaks
on
to
the tour,
your...
yeah. On the tour, things are slower sexually. So when I watch you on stage fantasize about a volleyball playing 17-year-old, I want to kill myself because I'm like, well, I'm not that.
Well,
and I wish I was. I have red hair. No, I don't wish I was.
Okay.
I understand that.
That wasn't supposed to be a black voice. That was just
and yet it was.
Yeah, and yet it was. And yet it was. I don't know. I guess after last night and the last couple of days, I feel a little low. I feel a little defeated. I don't feel super. I guess maybe I don't feel. I love you, but I don't feel super hyped on our relationship right now. But.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that.
I'm not saying I want to break up or anything. I just feel a little. I just feel my heart's a little chafed. I used to be really fat, and when I would go to a water park, my thighs would get all red and bloody, and that's what my heart feels like. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Hey,
Left my GMD.
Joel, take it easy back there, would you?
Joel's now pumping his fists.
But I think the show is going great. I think Pittsburgh's awesome. Everyone here is super.
It's one of the top 3 towns in the nation to break up in. Did you guys know that?
Your dream. Everyone at the merch table was so cool and so nice, and it was great.
Well, Spencer, I mean, I hate to throw call an audible, because you prepared this stuff, and also, but you're very willing to adapt on the fly to stuff that we do. Maybe is there a way during this little fantasy segment that we do in D&D for Dan and Aaron's characters to maybe find some sort of connection, maybe patch up some of these wounds? Is that possible?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then Spencer, if you would, catch us up to date.
When we last met, our heroes had just hijacked a flying airship piloted by Dave. The airship seemed to be damaged, and the gang raced around trying to fix it, and just after they thought they had it all under control, a shake rattled the hull. The gang awoke in the wreckage of their ship, and in the midst of a deep, dark, red cave. Approached by 7 humans and a halfling, a chorus of people approached our heroes in the deep of this cave. As our heroes met the tribesmen, they realized that they had been swallowed by a great beast known only as the Infinifish.
There was this weird point in the show where, for some reason, I don't know how,
wasn't my
we brought all the black people in the audience onto the stage.
The way how was that you did it, but you pulled them on stage.
What's that?
I said the way how was that you said, let's bring all the black people on stage.
Right. I don't know how we got
So
to that
there
point.
was a Greek chorus of all of our black audience members up there, and they were kind of our guides through the bowels of the Infinifish.
They took you through some meat curtains. They did a dance that opened the way forward, and you got to their village, which is where you are now.
Perfect time. Again, 9 seconds left in the track, and he knows exactly how to end it.
Bad timing.
All right, so let's examine our surroundings.
You're in this red cavish area. The walls are fleshy, and pustules of glowing golden fluid line the walls, casting light over the area. Several scrap hovels have been shored together from various pits of pieces of ship and or crates and or other items. There's about 17 or 18 of these dwellings, and they seem quite, modest, but workable.
Cozy.
Yeah, cozy for inside of an animal. The people are just hanging around now. They're just going back to their business.
So are you going to play all these people, Spencer?
I can play all of them, any of them, none of them, whatever has to happen.
Okay.
Did you want to get the black people in Pittsburgh to come?
Let's bring them out. Pittsburgh black people.
It was a joke suggestion. I don't know how I felt about having done it. It was an organic thing that halfway through it I was like, what are we doing? We're dehumanizing black people. It started as a thing that was supposed to humanize and express ironic like white guilt, and then there was when you arrange people in a big long line and give them one microphone for set, it's like it had the opposite effect for me emotionally. I think they had a good time, but I can't really access them emotionally, so I don't know.
I seek out the elder or leader of this group of people.
That's the female chieftain that you met in Arlington.
I approach her.
You approach her.
I say, "What's up?"
I hope you find our village to your liking. It's not much, but it's all we have. We don't get very much stuff down here, but my friend Phil owns this shop down the lane. There's also an inn to your right if you need to sleep. We got some stuff. I'm sorry we don't have much, but it's the inside of a friggin' beast.
We probably definitely need some sleep at this point, I imagine. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm bushed, and I notice some strange tension between Mulray and Sedona and Sharpie Butts a lot. So I find the nearest humble dwelling that a known barbarian might find, and I hit the hay.
That happens. You take your leave gracefully.
I find a reflective surface on a wall, and I walk over to it, and I brush my hair.
You find no reflective surface.
No, I walk over to some sort of wall, and I imagine that there's something there, and I stare at it, and I brush my hair.
Okay.
You look beautiful since becoming a woman.
Thank you, Sharpie.
Look, said some things back in the epiglottis that I regret, I guess, because
you guess? You guess you regret them, or you actually regret them?
Well, I regret making you feel bad. Like, I don't want to do that. I like you.
But if I hadn't felt bad, everything you said would have been fine.
I don't know. I mean, it's like. How much like I don't know, tap dancing do you want done for your sake?
Very little.
All I have to do is just not say certain stuff during a show that I'm doing. Like all I have to do is think about you.
All right, pause. D&D pause.
It was on pause.
Yeah.
I was just being open about my feelings, and I qualified it by saying that I think it's just about my insecurity. After the show, I wouldn't give you a note saying I don't think you should have done that bit, because I think it was fine. Artistically, I think it was totally cool.
And I just said I was sorry that you were hurt. I said I was sorry that you were hurt, which is the truth.
Okay, that's fine.
And your question was, you're sorry that I was hurt, but if I wasn't hurt, you would have thought that was okay. So here we go. Now that's a note. That's a behavioral adjustment.
Well, I mean, Dan, I was being Lauren.
What?
Well, let's back up a little. If we're actually going to talk about this in front of all of our best friends.
Can I get you guys a couple drinks?
When we had that fight the other night, you apologized, and then in the morning I was still feeling sad. And I said to you, I still feel sad about this, and your response was, "So what?"
Yeah, because we had a fucking drunken fight the previous night, and it's not. We have to
right,
get,
but
we
you
have to
said,
get
but you slung a lot of arrows. Arrows. So it was a lot. It was a lot. It was more than usual. But after talking about it on stage last night, I was fine. And hypothetically, I'm fine now. I guess I'm feeling a little insecure. I feel a little undesirable.
Well, you're the hottest girlfriend I've ever had.
Oh, thank you.
Is that the? I mean, because it seems like I realize that we all have like kind of fundamental needs to feel like sexy and stuff, but like there's a certain point at which like I love you, I'm in love with you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and the idea that a piece of pornography or like a primal urge is somehow a threat to you.
It's just when no, it's not that. It's when when you show me less that you're attracted to me, then like those things creep into my brain. But like when you are in a mode where you show me that you care about me, and ladies, it doesn't take a lot, right? Like it takes very little. It takes you look nice today, or gosh, I'm so busy, wish I could have sex with you right now, but I gotta go to work. Like just little, very little it's so, women are so much lower maintenance than men think. So like we're on tour, so like everything's fucked up, and it's hard for you to, it's / impossible for you to pay me the attention that I need, because I am just as broken as you, hence why I'm in this relationship with you. I don't think that someone super healthy would fall in love with you. And that's not a diss, that's love.
Yeah.
So I, in the same way that you like flipped out at my high school reunion because some douchebag was hitting on me, like I need like, I just need a pat on the head and I don't know, I'll get you later. It's all fine. It's just I'm not mad at you. Yes. But I'm not. You did. You pat me on the head today. I'm not mad about the 17-year-old thing. I'm just feeling insecure. That's all. And like after last night or like 2 nights ago, like things are a little raw. Everything's fine.
I think feeling insecure is awesome. I stand up here and talk about what makes me feel insecure. All the people in this audience like come up to me after the show and shake my hand and tell me about the things that make them feel insecure. Everyone that listens to this podcast instead of Rob Schneider's agrees that expressing insecurity is worth something.
Everything. Well, yeah.
However, then there's this line between expressing insecurity and what? What's my thing? What
think that I'm trying to get you
trigger?
to do something.
Right. So you feel insecure when something happens, and then I say as someone that loves you, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you got splashed by things that made you feel bad. Let me help you. I'm so sorry you feel bad. And then you say, but you think that that's acceptable behavior, or like you're not going to do that anymore, right? Or whatever the hell, however you phrased it before. It's you express the fact that the things that I do are the things that make you feel insecure, and you imply that in order for you to feel good about yourself, my behavior has to shift and change.
And then
I go into defense mode.
Right. I think that's mostly in your head. I think that's in your head.
Okay, well, it's been recorded. It's not in my head now. It's over a sound system, and it's on tape, and it's like we can rewind it, we can play it on the bus, and let's talk about it.
Maybe it's when someone apologizes for certain behavior, they assume that the other person is saying, I'm sorry for this, and I'll try to do something different. But are you telling me that when you apologize for something, you say, I'm sorry, I dropped the vase. I'm not going to try to not drop it anymore.
Yes.
I'm going
to
continue
as
to drop
uncharismatic as it sounds, because now we're not in a comedy mode. So now the joke is gone. We're outside of it. So just as like when they bring Eminem on CNN and have him read his rap lyrics, and do you think this is appropriate? I'm not going to sound very charismatic when I say, yes, I don't think it was that bad to do the joke of having a weird petty fantasy.
I don't think it was
out of a Hustler video.
I don't think it was either. I was just saying that I felt insecure.
So
you asked me how I felt.
And I said, I'm sorry that you feel insecure. And then you said, and then you implied, then you went into that territory of, so you're going to change, right? And the answer is, not in that specific context. No, I don't think so.
I don't think I was misunderstood, or I misspoke. I didn't mean to imply that I thought that you should do something differently in that way.
This is all Aaron's fault.
We will rewind it in the bus and we'll update people.
Spencer,
Yeah.
I took,
Oh, that Aaron. Oh, you the Aaron in the audience.
Aaron,
No, it's so funny. When you somebody the second, what's your name?
My name is Brad.
Brad. When Brad said it's all Aaron's fault, I was really just like, okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
What's amazing
Okay.
is the guy that Dan was pretend fantasizing about and trying to get a hard on for, his name was Aaron. I didn't even put that together.
Look, I was back. This was my process backstage. I heard that bit and I was like, God damn it. And then I was like, look, Aaron, if you were doing a show and your bit was that you needed to get wet for somebody, everyone would think it was stupid and gay and retarded, not gay homosexual. If I was to say like,
not retarded disabled.
And I'm thinking about
She meant retarded, gay and retarded.
Yeah.
She
Just
said.
to clarify, I hate retarded people. JK, you guys. But I like it would be really stupid and not funny if I got up and in that bit said, oh, I'm imagining Dan Harmon.
Exactly.
And he's writing. Yes, I agree. I was only speaking to my insecurity. I don't think that you should stop. I was just speaking without a filter about how I feel.
And I said I'm sorry.
Feelings are
No one told
complicated.
you not to express your feelings. And then I said I'm sorry.
So what did I do
and here
wrong?
we go. We
So
keep
what did
coming
I
back
do
to this
wrong?
point.
Brad, what did I do wrong? What is happening? Please tell me what happened.
I think you need to stare at Aaron and do the same thing to Dan. I think it's the only way to save it.
An eye for an eye?
Well.
Male Aaron said, or you can stare at my wife. And
right.
Oddly enough, that's when the show rounded a bend.
Okay. All right. No,
So,
we'll do it.
Spencer, I take my flaming sword and attack the tension in the room.
Critical hit. Interesting enough, this is a lot like...
Dan, for realsies, I wasn't telling you to stop doing that.
Okay, well, good. I'm sorry I misinterpreted that. I'm very sorry I misinterpreted that because that is exactly the message I received. And I love you. And what I would never do this with anyone. Like I've never
Critical hit,
been
you
in
guys.
a relationship like this.
Rounding a corner. Rounding a corner.
I critically hit the tension.
That's why I'm saying to her, I love you. I don't want anything to ever hurt you. I want to be with you forever. I'm perfectly capable of saying that. It's not everything else is like this cosmetic, like weird behavioral adjustment that I don't cotton to. You know.
I love you too, and I'm imperfect, and sometimes I will feel bad. Sometimes I'll feel bad about things, and I'm just telling you how I feel about something, and I'm not giving you a note.
Okay. You don't want to change me.
I don't want to change you. I don't want to change you. There'd be too many changes. Hypothetically, I mean, I don't. I think you're perfect in your imperfection.
Okay.
So where's Gooskies at, you guys? Where
But I love you very much.
I'm sorry.
You guys, you two should keep going. I like this. Let's all just quietly sneak out and go to Gooskies.
Dan, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Can I move in with you after the tour?
Wow, that a hairpin turn.
Do you think? Can I answer that question with a question? Do you think these are healthy circumstances under which to get a yes?
No, I just think they're good for the show.
Okay.
I awake from my sleep, Spencer. And I walk into the hut where Sharpie and Maureen are talking, and I enter the hut and I go, oh boy, I had a really healthy night's sleep. Holy moly, what did you guys do? What did you talk about? I mean, what's the upshot? I don't want to go through a big thing. What's the headlines?
We dreamt of a futuristic world where our voices were louder than they should be, and a chorus of angels watched us argue about things that only made sense in that world.
So welcome. Cool sword.
Thank you. Mike and Jen got this for me, isn't it?
Gorgeous. You know, Mike sculpted all this, all the foam on this. He didn't just buy it this way. He sculpted it.
Why don't you fuck him?
And we're back. The greatest adventure.
5:30. Reset.
All right. We'll edit it out.
No, the fuck you will. That stays in, baby. All that stays in.
You think the director of the documentary is like,
he's backstage like the guy from the Highlander, like,
he's having the opposite experience of the audience. Like, it's inversely proportionate. They're like, what? Oh my God, the babysitter is going to make $90 tonight. And Neil's like, the power of Grayskull.
Oh man.
has there ever been a podcast where boyfriend and girlfriend got into it that much? I mean, maybe I don't listen to a lot of podcasts. That's pretty wild, right?
Let's not congratulate ourselves too much. Let's take the time they gave us.
I'm saying there's a reason why there isn't a lot of them. So I don't know.
It's a ratings disaster.
I mean, it's, you know, I don't know for anybody's sadness or uncomfortability, but it's very fascinating to sit this close to that kind of conversation. And the fact that you're so absolutely comfortable doing that in front of people.
So what happens
There's
when you
17 cameras in here, and there's 200 people, and you guys just bare your souls as if we're not even here, which makes me believe that you don't think we're here. You're both
the definition of sociopath.
You're both so narcissistic that you don't know I am sitting over here and going to the camera.
Can we both join forces and fail to consider the entire world's feelings?
Why? How about this? Maybe.
You guys should just cast Ray of Frost on other people's knowledge of your existence.
I don't know what that means. It's a level 0 spell.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating that you guys are. I'm not easily embarrassed. I don't know that I could sit in front of this group of people and like turn this into Sally Jesse Raphael.
Spencer, we're attacked by monogamy. Go.
Creeping into the room, you hear the dull, monotonous thuds of your significant other. You roll over and pretend you're not awake.
He's a goddamn genius. What kind of pressure do you think I'm under? I have a better writer sitting next to me who's half my age. I took him on this tour. I was like inviting a homeless person to Thanksgiving. You know, I'm being a big charitable guy. Let's take the Dungeon Master on the rock bus. He's a fucking genius. I'm dead in the water. I was supposed to be writing my Fox pilot. I fucking blew it. I turned the CBS one in, but my career is dying back home, and this guy is ascending to stardom. He's.
You're empowering somebody. That's more important.
It is, I know. That's why I'm a great person. Because a lesser man would be really, really sabotaging you. You're a very threatening person. I love you. God damn it. What's that? Oh, he's not from Alaska.
No,
yeah, right. I know. The last thing I'm going to do is go, why would you say that? When we just talk for 90 minutes about something where you could have asked that every 30 seconds. All right. Let's get back to the game and let's just bring this thing into the station on a dime.
All right. Well, you're
Pittsburgh steel dime.
You're on track to live in the belly of this fish for the rest of your life right now.
Right. It's an infinifish. And my mom. What did my mom say that nursery rhyme about the infinifish?
It'll eat you. She was right.
All right, so clearly these people, they couldn't get out of here for a reason. Did they lack some sort of knowledge or tool that we have to get out of the infinifish?
Maybe.
I approached the wall with the yellow pustules on it and examined those.
You examine the pustules. They seem to secrete a vicious odor, as well as light, casting light into the room.
I take I take a throwing knife and stand back 12 paces and throw a throwing knife into one of the pustules and see what happens.
The pustule pops with a sickening burst. Sickly fluid pours forth.
While he's doing that, I want to ask around, see if I can find the person that they acknowledge as being in charge, like their leader.
Yeah, you meet up with the person Quark was talking to.
That lady.
Okay.
The chieftain lady.
Okay.
Yeah. How can I help you? You know, do you want a house?
Oh, yeah, there was a shop. Her friend owns a shop. Her friend Phil, right?
Yep, Phil the shopkeep.
I run down to Phil's shop.
Hey, I'm Phil. I sell stuff. I don't got much, but sometimes cargo vessels get ate, and I sell them things. Right. Do you want any things? I got healing potions. I got these syringes full of some sort of paralyzing goop. It's good for calming down the monster, and we don't get cable down here, so it's fine.
It seems to me, Jeff, that what we need to do, and don't ask me where I got this idea, is we need to make this giant monster that we're inside puke. Monster House, 2009.
Oh, wait, I have smoke sticks. Should I light a bunch of my smoke sticks?
Yeah.
I can hit the fish's uvula with an arrow.
I say because the show is getting to the point where we're going long that we buy all the good stuff that we need. I'll buy those healing potions. Let's go shopping, and let's embark on the adventure next time probably, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I can part with some potions, 50 apiece. The syringes are gonna run you $250.
I'll take the potions. You guys get the syringes.
You guys got a fair amount of money.
All right, I'll take some syringes.
All right,
Is there anything else? Just potions?
Do you guys want any? I got a rope. I got a signed picture of Derek Jeter.
Holy shit, Derek Jeter?
Yeah, he's a great cleric of renown.
I'm a Pirates fan.
No.
I'll take some rope.
Some rope. Okay, you get 40 feet of rope. It only costs a meager amount of silver.
All right.
So basically, D&D, people came and brought us awesome swords and Ray of Frost thingies, and all we did was talk about relationships and go shopping. Spencer, everybody! Aaron McGavin.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for indulging that conversation. Sorry if it became weird.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Aaron. Wow. One more time for the beautifully awkward relationship between Dan Howard and Aaron McGavin. I'm going to start my own podcast called That Felt Terrible.
I think that's why Joel's not married. Remember when Joel came up?
Yeah, the well-lit Joel back there?
Joel escapes the hero of this whole story.
So after all that, she walks off stage and you deify being a bachelor.
I'm an entertainer, Jeff. It's in my blood. I go for the laugh. I didn't get it, but go for it.
Well, as an entertainer, Dan, the burden is on you right now to tie this little package, whatever we did here tonight in the Hazlitt Theater in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think we really take advantage of these wireless mics.
Yeah, you can really walk around use the space. And what are you in the mood for? You want to wrap this up in song right now, or do you want to go talk to people? What do you want to do?
No. Let's wrap it up and meet people at the same time with a beautiful song about everyone in this beautiful city. Yeah. This beautiful citadel of steel, rivets. They're cold, but your hearts aren't. I met a guy named Steven today, and I said he was gay, but it's okay if you are in Harmontown.
So far, so good. You've made yourself hysterical.
Just the idea that that's entertainment, it's funny to me. I guess that's pretty meta. Oh, like your hat. What's your name? Whoa! Harmontown. Magical things happen in Harmontown. What's your name? Steve again. Steve again. I fucked your mama 9 times out of 10, and the Steelers didn't go to the division championships. Cause Harmontown, everything involved in football is stupid. Everything's dumb cause it's stupid.
to throw a ball when you don't have to hit anything with it. It's all a bunch of shitty crap, but it's okay to enjoy it. Every little Pittsburgh boy and girl, Harmontown, beautiful theater. I see a guy that looks like Tom Baker. I see a guy with a check shirt maker. This isn't working, I'm not that talented. Striped shirt, regular shirt, black shirt, scarf and a bra, sweatshirt, bra, crew cotton hat, and oh, is that Jake Orvis? Holy shit, hey buddy, how you doing? I knew this guy when I was 19 years old in Milwaukee when we did comedy sports together. Holy shit! Wow. He's the son of Bob Orvis, my original mentor in Harmontown.
Wow.
Who taught me how to be funny, and obviously he failed. He doesn't make that much money because his job was to make me able to do what that one guy did with the Irish joke in Harmontown. Wait, Harmontown. Everybody sing Harmontown, where pee is yellow and the poop is brown. I play guitar on your mama's titties and round round. I put your mama on a sled and a kite, and I flew her in the air and said, I'll take a bite. And I think I bit a chip of chocolate, cause she's a cookie. What a bitch, she's a cookie to me. I objectify women like that. I'm so sorry, I should compensate. Tip my hat to all the ladies in the Harmontown. I fucked your mama, but I love the ladies in Harmontown. Harmontown. Horrible stage to crawl. Harmontown. Stage.
That's just you reclining on people.
Everyone. Alright, okay. Alright, Daddy needs his medicine. Harmontown, Pittsburgh.
Go to Joe.
Joe is an usher and he leads people in, and he sits in the shadows and requires no sin. He just watches other people take the spotlight that don't deserve it. But tonight, Joe is the hero. Say a word. He's as free as a bird. Joe's a white-shirted angel in Pittsburgh. It's a city that makes all the cities. And I sucked your mama's titties. Harmontown, Pittsburgh, say Harmontown,
Our Yins are rap battlers. Joel, yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We're all going to Gooskies, right?
Gooskies?
We're all going to Gooskies.
If you want anything, I'll sign anything. It'll take hours, but whatever. You guys were very
We'll meet you
patient.
outside, you guys. I fucking love Pittsburgh. You guys are the best.
God bless you, Pittsburgh. Stay steel.